And what's going on, everybody? So, welcome to. Let's be real. Been a while since I've done a college baseball stream. You can definitely tell I'm doing the Vanderbilt Commodores taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, I mean, like I said, haven't done a college baseball stream in a while. Hope you guys really enjoy it. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. You guys are new for some. Let's be real, some beautiful Mother's Day, NCAA Division One baseball. Right now, so I mean, still through the pregame stuff and all that. Vanderbilt going into Foley Field, which is crazy that Vanderbilt is actually literally is unranked in college baseball. So the Bulldogs, their baseball program right now is set at a team average of 321, scoring 11 runs a game. Jeez. Let me fix the on-screen scoreboard. Alrighty. And we got the first pitch, and is in there just below the zone for misses for ball one to Enrique Bradfield Jr. to start the first pitch of and game for NCAA. And the 1-0 pitch from Georgia, and Bradfield swings and fouls it off for strike one. It counts now 1 ball, 1 strike on Bradfield Jr. So in SEC games for Vanderbilt, when Bradfield scores, they're 11-5, averaging 7.7 runs per game. When he doesn't score, they're 0-7, scoring just barely over 2.3 runs per game. And 1-1 pitch, and Bradfield hits it right up the middle for a base hit. So just an easy swing right up the middle for Enrique Bradfield Jr. to get the top of the first started off for Vanderbilt. So now we got Spencer Davis Diaz now coming up for Vanderbilt. And the first pitch is misses for ball 1 to Davis Diaz. And the 1-0 pitch misses outside for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch. Diaz swings it to deep right. Right fielder makes the catch for out number 1. So I appreciate some new people coming in. Greatly appreciate it. For those who are tuned in, make sure you smash that like button. Definitely share this out. Every bit helps. So on the bump for Georgia's Liam Sullivan with a 3-2 record, a 5.12 ERA, and 31 2/3 innings pitched, a WHIP of 1.48 to a strikeout to walk ratio of 31 strikeouts to 13 walks. So and Sullivan throws over to Keys Bradfield Close, who is a base stealing threat for Vanderbilt. Yo, what's good at BLSG? What's good, my dude? So we got Spencer Jones. 7 home runs, 39 RBIs with a 364 batting average for Spencer Jones. Oh, and Sullivan had Bradfield picked off. Wow, Bradfield got lucky. Because if I'm if I'm the baseball coach, I would definitely at least chew into Bradfield because you got to take it that jab step, especially with the lefty on the mound. So Sullivan gets set and delivers the first pitch to Jones and misses for ball one. I'm feeling pretty good though. I'm feeling pretty good on the game tonight. Oh geez, yeah, I heard. And Jones fouls it off for strike two. Hey, we'll see. And then 1-0-2 pitch misses upstairs for ball one to Spencer Jones. And the 1-2 pitch. And Jones swings it to deep left. And that is a long foul ball. And Sullivan throws over to Keegan. Bradfield Jr. closing first after the first pickoff attempt, which pretty much caught him leaning on the first time. So Sullivan gets the sign and gets set to deliver the 1-2 pitch. And that is in there for a cold strike three. Now we got Dominic Keegan now coming up for Vanderbilt. Just looked like a nice changeup on the outside corner. Just locks Spencer Jones up on the outside, and he knew it too. I got Dominic Keegan, the cleanup hitter, who's hitting .394 this year. And the first pitch to Keegan is in there for a cold strike. So no balls and one strike. And they got Bulger on deck. And that 0-1 pitch misses to Dominic Keegan is outside for ball one. And the one more pitch misses way upstairs for ball two, I should say, to Dominic Keegan. And Dominic Keegan hits it to deep left, right center field. That's out of here. That is a huge 2-run shot for Dominic Keegan to put Vanderbilt on the board over the 20 over the Georgia Bulldogs. Hey, Keegan just went the other way for a 2-run dinger. So 2-0 Vanderbilt. So now we got Jack Bulger, who's hitting, who's catching today, hitting with basically with the 288 average today. And the first pitch to him, he fouls it back for strike one. So we got Bulger, 3 home runs, 21 RBIs, and the 0-1 pitch, it just misses a bit high for ball one. So the count's now even. 1 ball, 1 strike to the catcher, Jack Bulger. And the 1-1 pitch to Bulger, it just misses outside for ball two. The count's now 2 balls and 1 strike to Jack Bulger. And the pitch. And Bulger hits it to shallow center field, and the center fielder has it for out number 3. So now to the middle of the first, we go with it after Jack Bulger putting out the Vanderbilt Commodores on the board 2-0 on a nice 2-run home run to the opposite field. Damn, almost dropped my soda. We'll see. All right, huge shout out to the 3 viewers, though. Greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in for some Mother's Day college baseball action between the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Georgia Bulldogs. Yo, what's good? What's good? Greatly appreciate you tuning in. Greatly appreciate that. But yeah, before we get right into it, I want to wish to all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. Okay. So with the Vanderbilt already up 2-0 on the Dominic Keegan 2-run opposite field home run. Now for Georgia. Leading off, you got Ben Anderson playing center, Corey Acton batting second, playing second base, Carter Tate batting third, playing left, Parks Harbor batting fourth, playing first, Cheney Rogers batting fifth, playing right field, Fernando Gonzalez batting sixth, playing catcher, Corey Collins batting seventh, the designated hitter, Josh McAllister batting eighth, playing short, and Cole Tate playing third base and batting ninth for the Georgia Bulldogs. And we got Carter Holton on the mound with a 5-3 record, with an ERA of 4.23 and 55 in the third innings pitched, with a WHIP of 1.14 with 76 strikeouts, 221 walks. Can average between about 92 to 95, and as a 4-pitch with a 4-pitch mix. And the first pitch is to deep right, and that is out number 1. Wow. Okay, almost a home run off the bat to start off to get Georgia on the board. So we got 1 pitch, 1 out. Seeing that Corey Acton now coming up after, and he takes the first pitch in there for ball 1. So right now, batting 261 of the year, 3 home runs, 24 RBIs with a 768 OPS. So, and the 1-0 pitch misses downstairs in the dirt for ball 2. So after Ben Anderson flew out, had a deep fly out toward the warning track. So in the 2-0 pitch, Swings and misses for strike one on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And Keegan makes the play out of first, 3 unassisted. Oh, hang on, I forgot. Sorry about that. I forgot to change the scoreboard sign. So now I got Connor Tate coming up, the 3-hole hitter. And the first pitch to Tate is in there for a called strike. It looks like a curveball. So Tate out of Bishop, Georgia, 6'3" senior, who's hitting 354, 9 home runs, 49 RBIs, and he chops it foul for strike 2. The count's now no balls and two strikes on Connor Tate. And the 0-2 pitch misses way outside for ball 1. And the 1-2 pitch swings and fouls it back to keep the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch misses outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch swings and misses for strike 3. So that's an easy 1-2-3 inning for. And Dorn will take a short commercial break. So then we got Vanderbilt coming up to start the top of the second with a 2-0 lead over the Georgia Bulldogs. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to do. I don't want get it off my screen. There we go. To the top of the second we go, even though it's probably going to be a short commercial break. All right, for Vanderbilt, they're hitting with a team batting average of 342, averaging 9 runs a game, with a 438 team on base percentage and a team slugging percentage of 605. So you got hitters 6, 7, and 8, which is Javier Vaz, Matthew Polk, and Jonathan Vastine. And you got Carter Young at the bottom of the order to round it up the bottom half of this Vanderbilt lineup. So Vaz this year with an 834 OPS, a 262 average, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. And the first pitch from Sullivan is in there for a called strike. And the 0-1 pitch from Sullivan And that swung, and that drops for a base hit. So that's hit number 3 for the Vanderbilt Commodores. Now you got Matthew Polk, the designated hitter, not coming up, who's already hitting 280 of the year. So far this year, he has an 840 OPS, a 280 batting average, 1 home run, and 7 RBIs. So basically, it sounds like a short sample size. Hey, what's good, Jay? And the first pitch from Sullivan misses way outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to Matthew Polk after Javier Vaz reaches on the base hit. Right, he shouted to the 3 people that's tuning in. Greatly appreciate that as well. And we got the 1-0 pitch from Sullivan. It's in there for a called strike. So the count's now 1 ball and 1 strike on Matthew Polk, the designated hitter for the Vanderbilt Commodores. So right now, Vanderbilt 30-15 of the year, 11-12 in conference play, and the pitch. And Polk fouls it back for strike 2. And then Georgia, obviously ranked 22nd in the country, with a record of 32-15, with a 13-10 record in conference play, which is great. Like I said, which is great to see Vanderbilt unranked in college baseball, which is unlike them. And the 1-2 pitch, and catcher blocks with a decent block. The runner does not advance, so the count's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch swings and misses for strike 3. So that's 1 away here in the top of the second. And they're showing the failed just horrible mistake by Enrique Bradfield Jr. Said kind of just getting just poor base running, but unfortunately. But luckily for Bradfield, he managed to get back to first, and that set up the Keegan 2-run homer. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike to Jonathan Vastin, who is the second baseman tonight in today's ball game on this beautiful Mother's Day afternoon. And Sullivan kicks and deals a 1-0-1 pitch, swings and misses for strike 2 to Jonathan Vastin, the second baseman. So Vastin with the 4, just does not have good numbers this year. And in the 0-2 pitch, and Gonzalez blocks it, and just a wild throw, and Vaz just puts the brakes on his second. That's true. So apparently, Vaz is at third, apparently. So apparently they're calling obstruction, so they awarded Vaz third base, and that's not gonna lie, that's a bullshit call. And I can understand where Georgia's coach is coming from, because Vaz did not make contact with the shortstop, so that's a bad call by the second base umpire. All right, so as it counts down 1 ball and 2 strikes. It looks like the counts down 1 ball, 2 strikes, and it looks like the umpires are getting together to looks like they go over that. Well, yeah. So far, Vanderbilt up 2-0 on the Dominic Keegan 2-run homer after Bradfield almost pretty much got himself picked off. But some got lucky to get back to first base. Absolutely, that's just crazy. Man, it's got a long conversation here. Jesus. Well, yeah. I mean, it is a wild pitch and an error, but wow, they're actually going to review it. Unreal. Yo. Yeah, it is the I'm trying to think here. I because right now I appreciate you tuning in. So right now they're kind of just they're challenging or they're reviewing the interference call on the errant throw on the wild pitch, which I don't understand why. Whereas because the second base umpire awarded Vaz third base because of the interference. In reality, when I look and when I see it, it's like there was no contact made between the shortstop and Vaz. So yeah, it is a regular season game between my Vanderbilt Commodores and the Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, but that's the thing too. Like a lot of people who know me, I've done some Vanderbilt games on the channel. Um, I'm a huge Vanderbilt guy because I've always liked what Vanderbilt brings, especially when it comes to the talent wise. But man, this is taking way too long than it be expected. I'm just saying. Yeah, so the call has been overturned. So I apologize for that because my cat's kind of been been a pain in my. It's kind of been a pain in the ass. So I apologize for that. So yeah, so like I said, I mean, look, that should be an easy call to make. There's no obstruction there. What the hell is going on? The count is now 1-2 strike on Jonathan Vastin with the Voss going back to second base. And Tim Corbin, the head coach of Vanderbilt, asked him about the call, kind of questioning the call a little bit. I mean, it's a simple call. Should it not be that hard of a call to use the use the replay system? That's a good question. Good question. Give me a second here. Give me 1 second, my dude. God damn. Let me move my phone out of the way. Because I have no clue. So it's somewhere in June. Like, hang on a second. So the College World Series is between the 16th and the 27th of June. So that's when the College Baseball Series starts. And Sullivan misses with that pitch for the count now, even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But yeah, we got Vaz on second base, and here comes and that's swung on a miss, strike 3. So that's 2 away here in the top half of the second for Vanderbilt. So we got 2 outs. So Lee and Sullivan with the 3rd strike. Yo, what up, Dante? What's good, my dude? Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, so basically we're coming down the home stretch. So we got Carter Young, the 9-hole hitter, and takes that first pitch for a ball in the dirt. Obviously playing short today, batting with a 219 batting average. And the 1-0 pitch misses downstairs for ball 2. I mean, so far, Carter Young right now batting 219 with a 411 slugging, 350 on base, and a 760 OPS, and the 2-0 pitch. Takes that for a called strike. So the count's down 2 balls and 1 strike on Carter Young, the 9-hole hitter. And the 2-1 pitch. And Young fouls it back to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. And Young off the hands, and that's been caught by the second baseman. To the middle of the second we go. Vanderbilt right now with 2 runs on 3 total hits, with only 1 man left on base after that inning. So we got Carl Holton going back on to start inning number 2 after taking a short. Since these commercial breaks are actually surprisingly short for college baseball. Now for Georgia, at this commercial break, and to start the bottom of the second, they got hitters. We got Parks Harbor, Cheney Rogers, and Fernando Gonzalez would round out the next upcoming hitters for the Georgia Bulldogs. And Harbor swings it to deep center. Hey, Enrique Bradfield at the wall makes the catch for out number one. That's two deep fly balls caught by Vanderbilt's outfield. And the pitch misses downstairs for ball one to Cheney Rogers, the right fielder. And the 1-0 pitch misses downstairs in the dirt for ball two. So 2 balls and no strikes on Cheney and Rogers. So this year hit with an 814 OPS, 298 average. Goddamn. And the 2-0 pitch misses upstairs for ball three. So 3 balls and no strikes on Cheney Rogers. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. And Rogers takes it for a called strike. So the count's now 3 balls and 1 strike. And the 3-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. The count's now full with 3 balls and 2 strikes to Cheney Rogers. And Cheney Rogers draws the walk. So a first base runner aboard for the Georgia Bulldogs. Now you got the 6-hole hitter, catcher Fernando Gonzalez coming up after Cheney Rogers reaches on a walk. Fernando Gonzalez, also out of Marietta, Georgia, 5'10" sophomore, hit with a 917 OPS, 302 batting average, 3 home runs, and 19 RBIs. And that pitch misses upstairs for ball one to Fernando Gonzalez. And the 1-0 pitch misses outside for ball two. And the 2-0 pitch. And Gonzalez to deep left center. And Bradfield makes the catch for out number two. So we got Corey Collins, a designated hitter, a fellow criminal justice major, and that pitch misses upstairs for ball one to Corey Collins. So this year with a 922 OPS, 278 batting average, 10 home runs, and 33 RBIs this year for the sophomore as a designated hitter. And the 1-0 pitch misses downstairs for ball two to Corey Collins. And the 2-0 pitch. And Collins swings and misses on a breaking ball for strike one. And that swung on a miss, strike 2. So the count's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's misses downstairs in the dirt for ball 3. And Cheney Rogers advances to second base, probably going to score as on a wild pitch or a pass ball. So I got 3 balls and 2 strikes to Collins. And the pitch. And it takes it for a called strike 3. So the inning is over. That's the end of the second. Well, obviously with the commercial break. Take will be top of the third. With Vanderbilt still up 2-0 over the Georgia Bulldogs. All right, the first that pitch misses to Bradfield for ball 1. So we're back to the top of the order for Vanderbilt. And Bradfield fouls it back for strike 1. So he is 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored, obviously on that 2-run homer by Dominic Keegan. Swings and misses for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Enrique Bradfield Jr. And the 1-2 pitch misses upstairs for ball 2. And the 2-2 pitch misses way upstairs for ball 3. And the 3-2 pitch. And Bradfield chops it foul. So right now it's a 7 pitch at bat for Bradfield. And Bradfield just chops a foul just to keep the count alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2 pitch to Bradfield chops it foul. So it looks like a 9-pitch at bat for Bradfield. Really making Sullivan work in his second at bat. And the 3-2 pitch. Bradfield pops it up right in the foul territory. The first baseman makes the catch for out number 1. So right now for the SEC West, Arkansas leads it with a 15-8 record. Texas A&M 14-9. Auburn, who is ranked 19th, 13-10. LSU, who's also 13-10, is ranked 20. Alabama 10-13. Ole Miss 9-14, along with Mississippi State, who also is 9-14 in the SEC West. And the first pitch to Diaz misses downstairs for ball 1. And he is 0 for 1 today. And the 1-0 pitch from Sullivan deals is it in there for a called strike. The count's now 1 ball and 1 strike. And here comes the 1-1 pitch from Sullivan. That's on the corner for strike 2. God damn. So Sullivan kicks and deals the 1-2 pitch. And that is in there for a call strike 3. Two away here in the top of the third. So 4th strikeout on the day for Liam Sullivan. So right now for the SEC East, Tennessee is sitting number 1 ranked Tennessee sitting at 20-4. Georgia, who's ranked 22nd at 13-10. Vanderbilt 11-12. Florida 10-13. South Carolina 9-14. Kentucky 9-15, and Missouri 7-16 in the SEC East. And you got Spencer Jones and takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. And he is 0 for 1. And he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the 1-0 pitch from Sullivan. And Jones chops it off his foot. And that is strike 1 on a foul ball off his foot. And the 1-1 pitch from Sullivan. And that hits him. Now those say the umpires can talk over about it. Now they're going to do another review on a hit by a pitch. Like, come on now. It looked like it clearly clipped his elbow guard. Yeah, so the call is stands on the hit by a pitch. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so they're going to keep Spencer Jones at first. Apparently, because Georgia thought he kind of leaned into it. So, I mean, it didn't look like he didn't lean into it, though. That's the thing. So then we got Dominic Keegan coming up for Vanderbilt, who right now is 1-for-1 with a 2-run homer. And the first pitch to Keegan, it misses outside for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch from Sullivan misses downstairs in the dirt for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch misses upstairs for ball 3. I mean, I would. I mean, if he's got a hot bat, let him take a hack. I would. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. And takes it for ball 4, and he draws a walk. And that's the first walk given up by Liam Sullivan. Because it looked like they kind of pitched around him because he didn't want to. I'm guessing they just didn't want to deal with the power that he has. So now we got Jack Bulger coming up, and he's 0-for-1. And the first pitch to Bulger is in there for a called strike. And he is 0-for-1 with the 286 average. And the 0-1 pitch from Sullivan, it misses for ball 1. And the 1-1 pitch. And he chops it fouls. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jack Bulger. And the 1-2 pitch misses inside for ball 2. And Sullivan spins around and walks the runner back, Jones back to second base on a second base inside move. So he counts out 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jack Bulger. And Bulger hits it to deep right, and the right fielder makes the catch for out number 3. So Vanderbilt is still up 2-0 over the Georgia Bulldogs going into the top of the third after a short commercial break. So it looks like now they're going to be talking to Christian Little, one of the other pitchers for the Vanderbilt Commodores. And that pitch misses looking for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch swings and misses for strike 2 on a nice place changeup by Holton. And the 1-1 pitch. And that is in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that swung and it hit to deep left field. And the left fielder has it for out number 1. So 1 away here in the bottom of the third for the Georgia Bulldogs. And here comes the pitch. And that is in there for a called strike at 94 miles an hour. To Cole Tate, the third baseman. And the 0-1 pitch. And that is in there for a called strike. And that misses for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch misses downstairs for ball 2. And the 2-2 pitch. And chops it foul to keep the count still at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung and a miss, strike 3. Out number 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike. So no balls and 1 strike from Holton. And kicks and deals the 0-1 pitch. That misses upstairs for ball 1. So the count's now 1 ball, 1 strike. And kicks and deals the pitch. Misses downstairs in the dirt for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. And here comes the 2-1 pitch, kicks and deals, and swings and fouls it back for strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. And that misses upstairs for ball 3. So full count here with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 3rd. And the 3-2 pitch. And that's swung, and that drops for a base hit. So Georgia has their first hit of the ball game. So Anderson reaches on a base hit. So that's the first hit of the day for the Georgia Bulldogs. And I got Corey Acton, who is 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch from Holton, is in there for a called strike. And the 0-1 pitch misses downstairs for ball 1. And Holton throws over to keep the runner close at first. And a step off, another pickoff attempt to keep Anderson close at first. And the 1-1 pitch, and that misses way upstairs for ball 2. That's just crazy, just how far the college baseball season has come to an end this quickly. And Holton steps off again and keeps Anderson close at first. And the 2-1 pitch from Holton swung on chop onto the ground. The second, and that sneaks through for a base hit. So now Georgia's got running on the corners with two away here in the third or bottom third under on that base hit that gets under the glove of Vastine. See, for me, I would say he just gave it an E4 because he should have gotten low and got his glove dirty. So then I caught Connor Tate, and he's with the runners on the corners, but 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the pitch, and that misses down to the dirt for ball 1. So the count is now 1 ball, no strike on Connor Tate. And the pitch. And that is in there for a call strike at 94. So you got 1 ball, 1 strike on Cole Tate, or Connor Tate, I should say. And swings and misses for strike 2 at 94 miles an hour on that fastball. And Tate fouls that back to keep the count still at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. Ooh, just a bit low for ball 2. It didn't miss by much, maybe about a few inches, maybe at the least. I say about like an inch and a half. As that's just how close that pitch was called for ball 2. So we got 2 men on, 2 outs. Counts off 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got done. And the pitch. And fouls it off to stay alive. The count still just got a slight piece of that breaking ball to stay alive in the count. Holton gets set and kicks and deals the 2-2 pitch. And Tate fouls that back to stay alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes on a 95 mile an hour fastball from Carter Holton. And the 2-2 pitch misses downstairs for ball 3 in the dirt. So the count's now full. And the 3-2 pitch. And Holton makes the play, and that's out number 3. here in the bottom of the third, with Vanderbilt still hanging on to a 2-0 lead going into the top of the fourth after a short commercial break. Now they're showing like a map of the national seeds for the obviously with the tournaments coming up. Then after that, you got the College World Series in June. Um, and the pitch that is in there for a called strike. So no balls and one strike. And the 0-1 pitch from Sullivan, and chops it foul for strike two. So Javier Vaz with 1-for-1 with a single. And Sullivan delivers the 0-2 pitch. Misses way outside for ball one. And Vaz fouls it off to keep the count alive at 1-2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. And Vaz pops it up to the shortstop side of the field, and shortstop has it for out number one. So one away here in the top of the fourth for the Vanderbilt Commodores. And I got Matthew Polk coming up for the Vanderbilt Commodores. And that swung on a miss, strike one from Liam Sullivan. And that swung on a miss, strike two. So no balls and two strikes to Matthew Polk. And the 0-2 pitch from Sullivan misses upstairs for ball one. And that misses for ball 2 to Matthew Polk, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the 2-2 pitch misses upstairs for ball 3 to Matthew Polk. So Polk fighting back in the count, now ahead in the now with the count now full. Had to put up a good at bat against Liam Sullivan in this plate appearance. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. And Polk hits a shot to shallow right field. The right fielder makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 away here in the top of the 4th for the Vanderbilt Commodores. Now you got Jonathan Vastine now coming up. Obviously, like I said before, I mean Jonathan Vastine doesn't look like the probably a decent. He's like a below average defender, in my honest opinion. So for Sullivan, kicks and deals the first pitch to Vastine, swings and misses for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike to Jonathan Vastine. And the 0-1 pitch. And that is in there right down the middle for strike 2 at 89 miles an hour on that fastball. So Vastine down in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes with the runner. With 2 men going here in the top 4th, and the pitch misses downstairs for ball 1. Because it looked like Sullivan tried to get Vastine tried to fish out of the zone, but he wasn't biting. And the 1-2 pitch to Vastine misses outside for ball 2. Just hitting a measly of 175 so far this year. And here comes the 2-2 pitch to Vastine. Just misses outside for ball 3. So Vastine also put up a good at bat against Sullivan. So Sullivan so far in his outing up to 77 total pitches in about 3 innings of work. And here comes the 3-2 pitch from Sullivan, and swings and misses for strike 3. That is the end of the Vanderbilt's top half of the 4th. To the middle of the inning we go, and that's a boring commercial break. But I do appreciate it. For those who are tuning in, make sure you smash that like button. Definitely share this out. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Know if you guys like content like these or occasional videos, all that good stuff. All right. So back from commercial break with the Vanderbilt still up 2-0 over the Georgia. And the first pitch hits right back to Holton, and he underhand flips it to first. Out, one away here in the bottom of the fourth to start Georgia's turn at the plate. I mean, so far for Carter Holton, so far in the three and a third innings pitch, gave up only 2 hits, struck out 3, and only walked 1. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike to Cheney Rogers, who reached on via the walk. And the 0-1 pitch, that is in there for a called strike. So no balls and 2 strikes to Cheney Rogers, who's basically almost hitting at a 300 basically at a 300 clip. Just only by 2 points. And misses out way outside for ball 1. And the 1-2 pitch. And they tried to appeal the swing. And apparently he held a swing. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Cheney Rogers. And the 2-2 pitch. And swings and fouls it back to the screen. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. Swings and fouls it back to the screen to stay alive in the count with 2 balls and 2 strikes on him. And the 2-2 pitch from Holton is in there for a call, strike 3. And Rogers did not like the call on that strike 3. So that's strikeout number 4 of the day for Carter Holton. And the first pitch to Gonzalez is in there for a called strike. No balls and 1 strike to Fernando Gonzalez, who is 0 for 1. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. This is a bit inside for ball 1, so it counts now 1 ball, 1 strike on the catcher, Fernando Gonzalez. And the 1-1 pitch misses downstairs for ball 2. And the 2-1 pitch misses upstairs for ball 3. And the 3-1 pitch. That is in there for a called strike right down the middle. So Gonzalez is now with the count full from Carter Holton. And he kicks and deals the 3-2 pitch. Holton swinging a drive, deep left field. Wow! Damn. Who's the left fielder? Man, Voss with a tough catch. And fell into where the batting cages are. That's just tough concentration for Junior Voss. So that, my friends, that's the end of the 4th. To the top of the fifth we go. With the Vanderbilt still up 2-0 over Georgia. First pitch from Sullivan is in there for a called strike, but I appreciate some of the people are kind of popping in and out. Greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. That really means a lot, though. But I wish everybody a happy Mother's Day. And the pitch from Sullivan misses downstairs in the dirt for ball 1. And the 1-1 pitch swings and misses for strike 2. So the count's down 1-2 strikes. And that's chopped onto the ground, and that third baseman makes a play, and that's out number 1 here to start the top of the fifth for the Georgia defense. So Young grounds out the third to get the first out of the top of the fifth, but now Bradfield Jr. coming up for Vanderbilt, who is 1 for 2 tonight in today's ball game, with a single and a run scored. And the first pitch to Bradfield is in there for a called strike. And here comes the 0-1 pitch from Sullivan. Just a bit low for ball 1 to Enrique Bradfield Jr. And the 1-1 pitch. And Bradfield chops onto the ground to the first baseman. And 3 unassisted on the play. 2 away here in the top of the fifth. So Bradfield today is now 1 for 3. Now we got Davis Diaz coming up, who is 0 for 2. 0 for 2. Who struck out and flew out in his first 2 at bats. And the first pitch. Oh, never mind. It's like someone's messing with the scoreboard on screen. So the first pitch to Diaz is in there for a called strike. So actually, I'm sorry, that's strike two. The 0-2 pitch. I don't know. That should have been strike three. And Sullivan was not having it because that looked like it's right down the middle. But Diaz got lucky on the call. So the count's out 1-2 strikes to Davis Diaz. And the pitch. And he fouls it back to stay alive in the count. And the 1-2 pitch misses outside for ball two. And the 2-2 pitch. And Diaz fouls it back to stay alive in the count with still 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it looks like Sullivan's going to reach the century mark in his pitch count. And the 2-2 pitch. And Diaz hits to shallow center field. The center fielder makes the catch for out number 3. And that, my friends, will do it for Vanderbilt's top half of the inning. While we're going to a commercial break for Georgia to come up in their half of the fifth. All right, for those who are wondering about obviously the college baseball playoffs. So the tourney selection show was actually the regionals will start June 3rd to the 6th. Then you got the super regionals between the 10th and the 13th, and then the College World Series themselves between the 16th and the 27th. And that will be it for the college NCAA baseball season. And the first pitch from Holton is swung and hit to shallow left, and Valles makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th for the Vanderbilt defense. So Joshua McAllister coming up with now 0 for 1 and takes the first pitch in there for a called strike. And that is in there for a called strike. So no balls and 2 strikes to Joshua McAllister. And the 0-2 pitch is upstairs for ball 1. And that misses for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on McAllister. And chops it foul to stay alive in the count. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that it falls down for a base hit for Joshua McAllister. And that is in there for a called strike. So got a man on first with 1 out, and Cole Tate, also another guy 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the pitch chops a foul at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. And that misses for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Cole Tate. And the 2-2 pitch. And Tate hits into a 4-6-3 double play. And that is the end of Georgia's bottom half of the 5th. Just a well executed double play by Vanderbilt. So to the top of the 6th we go after a short commercial break. So it looks like we got a pitching change for the Georgia Bulldogs. It looked like Jack Gowan's now coming in and from the Georgia bullpen to take over for Liam Sullivan. So Jack Gowan coming into his 21st appearance, a 1-0 record with a 1.33 ERA with 10 total saves, 27 innings pitched, gave only 13 hits, struck out 39, only walked 13. So now I got Spencer Jones. So you got Spencer Jones leading off. Then you got Dominic Keegan and then Jack Bulger to start the top of the sixth for the Vanderbilt Commodores. And the first pitch to Jones swings and fouls it back for strike one. So Jones today 0 for 1 and also was hit by the pitch in his last plate appearance. And the 0-1 pitch swings and misses for strike two. And the 0-2 pitch. And Keegan sneaks it to the left side for a base hit. So Spencer Jones leads off with a single to start the top half of the sixth for the Vanderbilt Commodores. So we got Dominic Keegan coming up right now, 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer and a walk. And the pitch to him is in there for a called strike at 91 miles an hour on that fastball. Give me a second, guys. And the 1-1 pitch to Keegan, taken way outside, and that's another errant throw by Fernando Gonzalez. So Spencer Jones takes second base on steals second base. And that misses for ball 3. For Dominic Keegan. So we got a 3-1 count. Runner Spencer Jones on second. Gowan kicks and deals. And Keegan fouls it back. Now the count's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2 pitch. And he walked. Looks like walked for the second time. So now we got Jack Bulger, who is 0 for 2 in today's ball game, with the runners on first and second, with nobody out here on the top of the sixth. And Bulger hits the shallow right. Right here comes on and makes the catch for out number 1. And we're getting the pinch hitter for, at least was it for Junior Vaz, who was scheduled to be in the. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Junior Vaz. I apologize. So Junior Vaz, so far today, 1 for 2 with a single. And the first pitch to Vaz misses a bit high for ball 1. And steps off to look the runner back at second base. And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Vaz. That is in there for a called strike. Looks like he got a meeting on the mound. And the 1-1 pitch from Gowan swings it, fouls it back for strike 2. And Gowan gets set and kicks the deals in the 1-2 pitch. And Vaz fouls it back to stay alive in the count with 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch from Gowan. And Gowan kicks and deals the 2-2 pitch. And Vaz, and that is down for a base hit. And Jones comes around to score. So that's 1 run to score. 2-run score for Vanderbilt. So Javier Vaz comes up with a 2 RBI double. So 4-0 Vanderbilt. And just stays with it and just drives it right down the right field line. So now we got Parker Nolan pinch hitting for. So we got a pinch hitter, Parker Nolan, coming up for his first at bat of the ball game. And the first pitch to Parker Nolan is in there for a called strike. And the 0-1 pitch swings and misses for strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch, and fouls it back to stay alive in the count for Parker Nolan. And here comes the 0-2 pitch from Gowan, and he spins and just throws to keeps Javier Vaz close to second base. And the 0-2 pitch. And Parker Nolan chops it past the mound. Shortstop makes the play. That is out number 2, but Javier Vaz advances to third. And misses downstairs to Bastine for ball 1. And he's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So that drops down his batting average to a measly 171 with 0 home runs and 5 RBIs. And that is in there for ball 2. And the catcher doesn't seem happy. And the 2-0 pitch swings and misses for strike 1. The count's out 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bastine. And the 2-2 pitch. And he struck out again for the third time this afternoon. That is a hat trick for strikeouts. So far, going into the bottom of half of the sixth, Georgia will have their top of the order now coming up with Ben Anderson leading off. Corey Acton and Connor Tate will start out their bottom half of the second. And well, this is a short, boring commercial break. One second, guys. Okay. And the first pitch chopped back up to the pitcher. And that is one pitch, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And that is in there for a call strike to Corey Acton. He is 1-for-2 in today's ball game. And chops it to the left side, shortstop could not make the play. So Acton reaches on what could be an error on the shortstop. And that is in there for a cold strike from. And that's chop foul for strike two. So Connor Tate right now 0-for-2, down to the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch. And swings it, chops it foul to the right side to keep the count alive. So the count's out, no balls and 2 strikes to Connor Tate. And the pitch from Holton. It misses inside for ball 1. And now Holton up to 90 pitches so far. And about six in the third innings of work. In today's ball game. And the pitch. And the holds, and it looks like that hits him. Or looks like, yes, well, that's a hit by, so Parks Harbor now coming out for the Georgia Bulldogs. So we got 2 men on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. After an error by the shortstop and a hit batter. Now we got Parks Harbor, who's 0 for 2 in today's ball game. And the first pitch to him misses downstairs in the dirt for ball 1. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 2. So right now in about 5 in the third innings pitch. So I mean, if I'm Tim Corbin, I would like to start getting at least try to get some bullpen action up. Because Carter Holton is going to be close to close to 100 pitches. And the 2-0 pitch. That is low for ball 3. And he walked him. So they got bases loaded for Georgia. Cheney Rogers now coming up for the Georgia Bulldogs. So we got so Vanderbilt's got double barrel action in the bull. They got Jack Anderson warming up in the bullpen for the Vanderbilt Commodores. And the first pitch swings and misses for strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch swings and misses for strike 2. So Cheney Rogers now down the hole. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A huge strikeout of Cheney Rogers from Carter Holton. And the pitch, that misses inside for ball one. So 99 total pitches for oh my God. And the 1-0 pitch. That misses downstairs for ball two. So that's 100 pitches for Carter Holton. Gonzalez hits it to deep center field, and Bradfield has it for out number 3. So top of the 7th after a commercial break for the Vanderbilt Commodores. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get an easier room to work with. So, to the top of the 7th we go with Vanderbilt with 4 runs on 5 hits and an error, compared to the Georgia Bulldogs who have 0 runs on 3 hits and no errors up to this point in the ball game. Whew. We got Carter Young. Got 9, 1, and 2 coming up for the Vanderbilt Commodores. And the first pitch to Carter Young is outside for ball 1. And Young swings it and off to hands, and then second baseman makes the catch for out number 1. And the first pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Enrique Bradfield Jr. And Bradfield, that's a sharp line drive to the center fielder for out number 2. And I got Davis Diaz now coming up, and he is 0 for 3. Davis Diaz in the first pitch from Gowan, it swings and fouls it back for strike 1. And he fouls it back for strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and that hits him in the. So Spencer Jones today, 1 for 2, with also being hit by a pitch. So it looks like we got a meeting on the mound. And we got a pitching change. So obviously we got a new arm coming in for. Now we got Jaden. So Georgia's got the lefty Jaden Woods now coming in. So far this season for Jaden Woods, 39 and 2/3 innings pitched, gave up 37 hits, struck out 62, and has a 5.67 ERA coming out of that Georgia bullpen. Sorry about that, guys. My cat's, like I said, my cat's been kind of been a pain in my rear end. So if you guys hear a little bit of meowing, that's because that's her. That's my cat kind of just going crazy. All right, so we're back to the top of the seventh with Jaden Woods now coming in for the Georgia Bulldogs. So far, a 101 record, 5.67 ERA. 39 and 2/3 innings pitched, gave up 37 hits, struck out 62 batters compared to the and walking only 24. So they got Spencer Jones now coming in to face the lefty, Jaden Woods. So far today for Spencer Jones, 1 for 2 with a hit by a pitch and a run scored. And the first pitch from Woods, throws over to keeps the runner at close at first base. And the first pitch is Jones checks the swing but holds up for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch, and he fouls it back for strike 1. So the count's now even 1-1 strike to Spencer Jones. And that is in there for a called strike from Jaden Woods. And the 1-2 pitch just misses for ball 2. And Woods throws over to keep the runner close at first base. And the 2-2 pitch misses down to the dirt for ball 3. And Vaz made a huge mistake. And that. So to the bottom of the 7th, we go after a commercial break. Well, with Vanderbilt still up 4-0 over the Georgia Bulldogs after Junior Vaz making a mistake of trying to take second base on a decent block ball in the dirt by Fernando Gonzalez. So for the bottom of the 7th, we got Corey Collins, Josh McAllister, and then we got Buddy Floyd. Looks like he's going to be that's coming to play third, so he's going to be rounding up the bottom of the lineup. All right, so back to the bottom of the seventh we go. Like I say, I'm sorry, it's and Collins lines it into left for a base hit. So Collins, man, gets the bottom of the seventh early starter on the first pitch swinging. And we got a pitching change. Honestly, I thought a pretty good game by the freshman, Kyle Holton. So he finishes the day. I got Nick Maldonado coming in. All right. Let me see her. One second here, guys. Okay, well, so basically, like they said, 6+ innings of shutout baseball. I thought he actually did. I think he pitched pretty well, though. Only gave up 4 hits, and that's pretty much about it. Alrighty. So far for Nick Maldonado, he has a record 2-1, 21 in the 1/3 innings pitched, gave up 13 runs, 9 of them were earned, a 3.80 ERA, walked 8, struck out 19, and has given up 24 hits. Oh, that's not what I meant. Hit the wrong button on my TV remote. Damn it. Come on. Get out of here, Netflix. Come on now. Bear with me right now. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so thank God I didn't miss much. So, Nick Maldonado, he shouted to Short Hills, New Jersey. He shouted to some of the guys in college baseball coming from Jersey. Great. That's awesome. So that's his 9th appearance of the year for Maldonado. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike to Josh McAllister, and he is 1 for 2 today. And the 0-1 pitch swings and misses for strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. And the 1-2 pitch. Oh, that get so that's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Josh McAllister. And the 2-2 pitch from Maldonado swings and misses for strike 3. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Oop, Forgot to change that. So now we got Cole Wagner coming up to be a pinch hitter for the third baseman. And swings and misses from Maldonado for strike one. And that misses in the dirt for ball one. And the 1-1 pitch misses way outside for ball two. And the 2-1 pitch swings and misses for strike two. And the 2-2 pitch misses downstairs in the dirt for ball three. So Maldonado, after being kind of now falling behind, now has 3 balls and 2 strikes with a runner on first with 1 man gone here in the bottom of the 7th. And the 3-2 pitch. And Wagner fouls it off to stay alive in the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2 pitch. And that's a 6-3 double play. So Maldonado shuts the door on the opportunity for any opportunity that Georgia may have. Now going to the top of the 8th after a short commercial break. All right, so to start at the top of the 8th, after this commercial break, you have Spencer Jones, who's going to have to lead off this inning after Junior Vaz got caught stealing. Yeah, so which was a bad idea by Vaz. So we got top of the third, or I'm sorry, top of the eighth, with the number 3 hole hitter. And the first pitch to Spencer Jones. It misses a bit outside for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch is on the exact same spot for strike 1. And the 1-1 pitch. That is in there for a called strike. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Spencer Jones. And that misses way outside for ball 2. And Jones chops it, swings it, and slashes it foul to the left. And the 2-2 pitch. That misses up and in for ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Spencer Jones. And the 3-2 pitch. That is in there for a called strike 3. Just easy cheddar on the outside half of the plate for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. Yeah, that just buckled him. And the first pitch swings and misses from Dominic Keegan, who is 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer and 2 walks. And the 0-1 pitch misses way inside for ball 1. And the 1-1 pitch. And the appeal a swing. He did not go. They didn't say he didn't go on a swing. And the 1-2-1 pitch misses downstairs for ball 3. And the 3-1 pitch misses for ball 4, and that's the 3rd walk to Dominic Keegan. Now you got Jack Bulger now coming up, who is 0 for 3 today. And try to bunt attempt, and so that's 1 ball and no strikes to Jack Bulger. So Bulger with 3 flyouts today, which is very unfortunate. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a called strike to Jack Bulger. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Bulger, and that is a double play. That's very unfortunate. To the bottom of the 8th we go after a short commercial break. Now for Georgia to start their bottom half of the 8th. So we're getting close to the finish line here in this ball game. Now we got the top. Technically, we have the top of the order coming up for the Georgia Bulldogs to start the bottom of the 8th. So the SEC tournament in Hoover, Alabama starts on May 24th live on the SEC network. I might do some of those games actually now that I think about it for you guys. And the first pitch from Maldonado to start the bottom of the 8th is way outside for ball 1. And that was in there for a called strike. And the 1-1 pitch misses way outside for ball 3. So apparently it's 3-0. My apologies. And the 3-0 pitch. That is in there for a called strike on the outside corner. And the 3-1 pitch. And he chops it on the ground to set to the second base. So the first base, so the out has been recorded. First baseman drops it on the transfer, try to get it out of his glove. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Now you got Corey Acton, who's also 1 for 3 today. And swings and misses for strike 1. Or Acton, I apologize. And the 0-1 pitch, Acton chops it on the ground. First baseman has it and makes the play 3 unassisted. 2 away here in the top bottom of the 8th. And the first pitch. That's in there for a called strike to Connor Tate, who's 0 for 2. And Tate hits makes the throw, and he gets him. So it looks like they might review the throw by Carter Young from the shortstop spot. Yeah, so it looks like Connor Tate beat the play out. Cheers, Steve. Appreciate you joining me today. I mean, look, I gotta give A for effort for Carter Young. If he didn't slip, I think he could have gotten him out. Alrighty, what am I? So yeah, I think that little slip when the Carter Young slipped on the grass, I think that little slip kind of caused him. But and that pitch misses to Harbor, misses for ball 1 to Parks Harbor. That's an interesting name. But he's 0 for 2 today with a walk. And the 1-0 pitch. And that it's a bit low for ball 2. Ooh. And that is in there for a called strike. And the chopper to third. It gets the easy out at second base. That is the end of the Georgia's half of the 8th. To the top of the 9th we go. I forgot to unmute my TV. Yeah, even though, which is funny because Vanderbilt is unranked in college baseball, so they're going to probably go into the tournament, one of the SEC tournament unranked. Yeah, Georgia just can't get anything going. I mean, right now because right now I have the like the lineups and all that stuff. So far, 8 shutout. It pretty much has been pretty much 8 shutout innings with only Georgia getting 5 hits. So for Vanderbilt, I don't know what stats are those, so I'm not going to read those. So for Vanderbilt, they only got 4 runs on 5 hits with 1 error. Georgia, no runs on 5 hits. So both teams matched up with hits, but Vanderbilt's outscoring them. So we got Javier Vaz leading off the top of the 9th. In the first pitch, the Vaz is in there for a called strike. And the 0-1 pitch to Vaz is in there for a called strike on the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, fouls it off, and the catch, and Gonzalez took it off the mask. Oof. So we got no balls and 2 strikes to Javier Vaz. And the 0-2 pitch. Oh, wait, just a bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Javier Vaz. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And Vaz lines it to the right set. Ooh, lines it out to second base for out number 1. And here comes the first pitch to Parker Nolan, and that's in there for a called strike. And the 0-1 pitch swings and misses for strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch, and fouls it back to stay alive in the count for Parker Nolan, who is 0 for 1 today, since coming on into this lineup as a pinch hitter. And the 0-2 pitch to Nolan. He swings and lines it up the middle for a base hit. So that is hit number 6 for the Vanderbilt Commodores. Now we got second baseman Jonathan Vastine now coming up after Parker Nolan singles right up the middle. And it looked like a drag butt attempt, but it just chops it foul for strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. And the 1-1 pitch. That is in there on the outside corner for strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch. And they check his swing. And he did not go. So the count's now even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a good question. That depends on who you're asking. I prefer Tony Lukes. And pop up in the infield, a shortstop makes the catch for out number 2. But for me, Steve, my go-to spot is Tony Lukes in Philadelphia. That's always been that's my go-to spot when it comes to for a Philly cheesesteak. Because we have many in Philadelphia. We have Pat's, Geno's, Tony Luke's. I know there's the 4th Street Deli. We have a lot of places. And the first pitch is downstairs in the dirt for ball 1 to Carter Young. And the 1-0 pitch misses upstairs for ball 2. So 2-0 to Carter Young, who's 0 for 3 today. And then here comes the 2-0 pitch. And Young skies it to shallow right to right, and the second baseman makes the catch for the out number 3. So to the bottom of the 9th we go for Georgia, who is down 4, going into their final at bat of the day on this beautiful Mother's Day afternoon / evening. My bad about that. I didn't mean to turn my camera off. So my apologies about that. All right, to the bottom of the 9th we go. So we got Thomas Schultz coming in for the Vanderbilt Commodores. So Mount Carmel, PA. So Schultz in his 18th appearance with a 2-1 record, with a 1.10 ERA, 7 saves, 32 and 2/3 innings pitched. Gave up scattered 13 hits, struck out 27, and walked 4. So we got Shady Rogers leading off for the Georgia Bulldogs. So I got Shady Rogers, Fernando Gonzalez, and then Corey Collins. First pitch misses downstairs for ball one. So 1-0 to Cheney Rogers. And that swung on a miss, strike one. So Tate Colebrook's now coming to the game to play second base for Vanderbilt. And the 1-1 pitch. Carter Young makes the play for out number one. Damn. That's unfortunate. And the first pitch against Fernando Gonzalez and swung and chops it to short. Young makes the play out number two for the Georgia Bulldogs. So Georgia down to the last and final out. So I got Corey Collins and takes the first pitch for a cold strike at 90 miles an hour. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. And swings, and that dumps it into the right for a base hit. So that is hit number 6 for the Georgia Bulldogs. So, and Jones makes the play. And that will do it. So Spencer Jones makes the play. The Vanderbilt Commodores shut out the number 22 ranked Georgia Bulldogs by the final score 4-0. Yeah, I mean, I got really nothing else to add other than the fact that Holton actually pitched pretty well today. And the Vanderbilt's bullpen did their job. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys appreciate my rare college baseball stream, which I haven't done in a while. With that being said, this is Robert from the Philly Sports Talk Podcast. I'll see you guys in the next stream.